Set fire to my
blazing hot.
What's up? Once again, this is your boy M.D.A. the Blacksmith, aka the Beast, as some of y'all say, I'm also known as DJFU. Coming back with another blog for a black man in China. It's February 2nd, and Chinese New Year is about to get kicked off. It's Spring Festival, as they call it, or Chinjin. My Chinese is messed up. As long as I've been here, my Chinese still isn't good. Somehow, it's real good when I drink a lot, but I don't drink anymore, so let me tell y'all about Chinese New Year. It's like New Year, Christmas all rolled into one, and it's just a week-long festivities of them welcoming the New Year. This is the year of the ox, which is my year. I'm an ox zodiac. For those who don't know, the Chinese zodiac is their zodiac goes every 12-year cycle. So every 12 years, it repeats. Unlike the zodiac we have in the West, which is every month, because you have a 12-month cycle, they have a 12-year cycle. So every year is a different zodiac. Mine is the ox, or a cow, whichever you prefer. And because I was born in 1973, yeah, I'm not old. Anyway, it's about to kick off, and basically it's a week long of most people being off of work, people going to their hometown, visiting their families, people shooting off fireworks, kids not in school, and it's a cool time of year. But sometimes, I'm kind of glad, I got my dad here with me, because sometimes this is even though I'm not Chinese, it's kind of lonely. Not because I'm alone. It's kind of lonely because people leave the town, whatever town you're in, especially if it's a big city. Most people from China aren't from the big cities. They're from somewhere else, rural or a smaller city, and they live in the big cities to work. And even if they're from the big city, most of their family roots are outside of the big cities. So they pack up the family and they go home, and that's where all the families meet. So a lot of times big cities get real empty. And it's kind of even though I'm not Chinese, I feel the holiday. I'm actually more in tune with the Chinese holidays now than I am with the Western holidays, because a lot of times I forget the Western holidays are coming up until they're upon me, because I don't have a calendar that says, hey, it's Easter or it's whatever. Like a lot of holidays sneak up on me and till the day of, and I'm like, oh, it's this holiday, it's Father's Day, it's St. Patrick's Day, it's whatever. And I've gotten used to a lot of the Chinese holidays because I've been here for 17 years. When I say it like that, it goes by fast. But yeah, I've been here for 17 years, and I've pretty much gotten used to it. I don't know if y'all heard that big bang, but yeah, fireworks are going off now. And the big fireworks haven't started yet because the holiday hasn't gotten into full swing yet. Chinese New Year is pretty nice. If you've seen one of my older videos called Chinese Moments Firecracker, and I have a big Wile E. Coyote type firework, that's nothing compared to what goes on, but they have a lot of that, and it's just weird because I'm born on the 4th of July and I'm used to fireworks, but here in China, fireworks are a part of everything. You open a new store, fireworks. A celebration, fireworks. New Year, any festival time, any festival during the year, fireworks. So it's very interesting. My poor dog, though, he gets rattled around this time of year. All the fireworks going off, he's jumpy. He's not a big dog. My dog D.O.G. Full name, the notorious D.O.G. Doggy Smalls. Yes, that's what I named my dog. But we just call him D.O.G. And he gets a little rattled with the fireworks. But it's pretty cool. One thing I can say about Chinese people, or the country period, it gets a bad rap in Western media. At least when I first got here, I could see there were some things that were, some of the stereotypes existed, but you've had leadership changes. When I first got here, Hu Jintao was the chairman, and he'd just taken over, and he jumped right in and got rid of a lot of corruption. And now the new chairman, he really jumped on corruption, but a lot of that means there's a lot of things that you took for granted is in China that you can't do anymore. A lot of things, they get real strict real quick on a lot of things, but still, I still say China gets a bad rap on a lot of things. The people themselves, they're either, when it comes to foreigners, they're either very accepting or they're just very xenophobic. But most of the time they're kind. They're either kind genuinely or kind as a sort of protocol, like as far as manners, like I have to be kind because you're in my house, or I have to be kind to you this because of the situation. But a lot of times it's genuine kindness and curiosity. If you never, China's one of those places, if you haven't been here, it's hard to explain because the culture is so different. But I've been here, like I said, for 17 years, and there's a reason I've been here. I like it. And this is the time of year, like I said, people spend with their families, they go back home and everything, and I'm just glad I actually have my dad with me here. You know, for the past four and a half years, he's been here with me, and it really helps because in 2016 I was supposed to leave China for good, and I came back here with my dad, and I got to see my mother for the last time before she passed away, which I'm glad I did get to go home, because before then I didn't go home regularly. And now with the pandemic going on, I couldn't go home if I wanted to because there's flight restrictions, and if I left I couldn't get back into China. I'm not ready to leave quite yet, but I would like to be able to make the choice for myself. Right now, because of the pandemic, I have no choice. But when it comes to the way I feel about home, I miss people. I don't miss places. Because, you know, they say you can't go home again, meaning even if you went back to where you were, it's changed so much, because everywhere changes. Change is inevitable. And so the feeling's not the same, but I do miss people. So I've missed a lot of family moments. And so this time during the year, I do a lot of reflecting about how, you know, the choices I made in my life as far as being here for as long as I have. Like, I've had nieces and nephews that were babies when I left, and they're pretty much adults now. I have family members. I missed out on a lot of big events. You know, children being born, birthdays, anniversaries, all that good, all, you know, celebrations, family stuff. And I've been here most of the time alone. A lot of, you know, I was married. Me and my wife. Technically, we're still married, but that's a whole nother story for a different episode. We won't get into that right now. And so I'm kind of glad my dad is here, because it's selfishly, I'm glad I know where he's at. I know how he is. You know, one of the things I worried about over the past few years when both of my parents were in the U.S. is me being here and something happening and me not being able to get back, which is what happened when my mother passed. I was unable to get home in time for the funeral, so rather than getting there and missing the funeral, I just stayed here. And it affected me for a long time. And so, like I said, this time of year, I do a lot of reflecting. And as far as like I said, being here in China and my experiences that I've had here, my time here, I wouldn't change it. I've met so many people from different parts of the world, things I would have never experienced if I wouldn't have left. So that's just my blog right now, because really I couldn't think of anything in particular to talk about, but that's just what was on my mind, really. So I wanted to put this together and just talk about how my life is in China. I don't know if y'all can, like I said, I don't know if y'all can hear this, if the camera's picking it up or not, but there's fireworks going off right now. A lot of them. But yeah, so welcome in the year of the Ox, 2021, Chinese New Year. This is your boy M.D.A. the Blacksmith, aka the Beast, as some of y'all say. I'm also known as DJFU. Peace.